You know, we went to see The Hustle with Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson a few days ago, in the evening even. But because of some technical difficulties, we couldn't record the intro for it, so here it is. This is what we think of it. This is our review of The Hustle coming up.
There's nothing more compelling to a man than a vulnerable woman. Observe.
Oh, wow, you can just tear up like that. You can just balance a tear right on that lower lid.
Well, hello again. Grandma's back to the movies. She's back at a nighttime movie this time.
Well,
But, as always, we do want to remind you to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our videos. Daytime, nighttime, anytime. And please give them a like. Grandma, remember, give it a like.
yes.
And please comment on our videos. We love to read your comments. We love to comment on your comments, so please do that. This week, Grandma went to see The Hustle. This is starring Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson as a couple of female con artists. Now, Anne Hathaway is your sort of high-class, sort of fancy-smancy con artist. And Rebel Wilson is playing sort of a more, what we might say, lower class, you might say, con artist. It turns out that they both end up on the south of France, and it turns out it's probably one too many female con artists in the south of France, and so they end up sort of competing against each other as to, you know, who's going to stay and who's going to go. And while at times they join forces, at other times they are competing, and you don't know quite sometimes, you know, whether they are, you know, friends or enemies. They're sort of frenemies, you might say. And
Competition.
that's true. And so that's sort of basically the story, you might say. Again, they compete against each other, trying to con these different men. And what did you think, Grandma?
I'm not sure whether I am positive or negative
Well, you got to take a side, Grandma.
about this movie.
It's the whole point of this channel, right? Tell us what you thought.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought, how do I feel about this? Is this a good thing or not a good thing? Of course, the acting was wonderful. Anne Hathaway is a beautiful woman. And the two of them, as comedians, they played off of each other well. Rebel Wilson, of course, is short and fat, and Anne Hathaway is tall and slender, and so they played the opposites a lot in the story, you know, and it was one of those stories, at least for me, where I didn't know who to cheer for, you know. Who's the good guy here? Is there anybody who's good? It was interesting. You could see the hustle, you know, developing every time they used it. Even the young man that was their target most of the time, he was interesting. He was interesting too.
Now, it was a comedy, Grandma. Did you find it funny?
Maybe it's because I'm old-fashioned and I believe in treating people well. So some of the things that happened I found amusing. Other ones I thought, no, you know, that's not the way you're supposed to treat folks. Not up to my good behavior standard.
Okay.
So I'm not sure whether I should give it a thumb or not give it a thumb. You know, what do
I'm very sure what I think of this movie.
Okay.
I don't like it at all.
Okay.
You know, they try. I give the actors credit for trying, but the story and the dialogue and it's just not very interesting. It's not very funny. At least I didn't find it funny. You know, other people may find it funny, but I didn't find it very funny.
So we really were supposed to find it funny?
Well, of course, Rebel Wilson is doing all this sort of slapstick and
Yes.
you know, sort of crude humor from time to time.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it's a comedy. Yeah, it's not a drama. You wouldn't think it's a drama, would you?
No.
No, I mean it's a comedy, but
We're not supposed to take it
it's
serious.
it's not very funny. And again, the actors, as much as they might try, don't make it funny. I mean,
I agree with
again,
that.
it's mainly because of the script and the dialogue they have, and again, it's the situations are absurd at times, and it's just it's made me groan. There were a couple of sort of set pieces that just made me groan, and I almost had to avert my eyes because I did not want to see how stupid this was, and it was just ridiculous in a bad way, ridiculous in a you know, you just don't want to see this. It's just so stupid. They tried hard, but again, that's not enough to recommend this movie. You know, I just wouldn't recommend it at all. I didn't find it funny, and I didn't find it interesting, and I would say avoid it at all costs. What is your final judgment, Grandma?
I don't disagree with anything that you said. In fact, halfway through the movie, I thought, am I supposed to be enjoying this? You know, this is
You're
not...
going to the movie. You want to enjoy yourself, don't you?
I do. But I wasn't finding anything enjoyable, you know?
So, what is your rating here, Grandma?
Now, this has been a long time since this has happened. But I'm going to give this movie a thumbs down.
Oh, well.
Now, I don't know what the rest of the world is thinking.
Oh, I thought you were going to at least give it a sideways thumb. So
No.
You're
No.
usually so reticent to give
No.
anything a down thumb.
Don't waste any money on this movie. Do not go to this movie.